Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School online classes. Today we are going to study what is government. Let's have a recap. So far, we have studied what is the need of the government and levels of government. Let's see what we have today. Laws and the government. So, government can only function by implementing and enforcing certain laws. So, without implementing and enforcing these laws, the government cannot ensure that everyone is living with peace and harmony. For example, all persons driving a motor vehicle must have a license which states that the person knows driving properly and has completed a test to get the license. So, any person caught driving a vehicle without a license can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money. This is under traffic rule. In addition to any actions that government can take, there are also steps that people can take. For example, if a person feels that the law in that region is not obeyed in any situation, then the person can approach the court as in High Court or the Supreme Court. The court can then give orders about what should be done. So, because of democracy, even people can take certain steps and they have rights to do so. Types of government. There are two types of government, children. The first one is monarchy. When the head of the government is a king, this is called a monarchy. The king has the supreme power. Power is transferred from one king to another based on inheritance. So, for example, if the king dies, the power goes to the child, that is the son of the king. The monarch, king or queen, may have a small group of people to discuss matters with, but the final decision making power remains with the monarch. So they may discuss the issue with a panel, but the final decision is made by the king or the queen of that place. Kings and queens do not have to explain their actions or defend the decisions they take. So they don't have to explain themselves or give reasons for their actions. They can just announce what they want to do. The second type of government is democracy. In a democracy, it is the people who give the government this power. The rulers are elected by the people. So, it's people who decide who is going to rule over them. They do this through elections. They vote for persons and elect them, and they choose them. In a democracy, the government has to explain its actions and defend itself, defend its decisions to the people. Power is transferred from one ruler to the other based on people's choice. So it is not a random decision that they can take. They have to explain their decision to the people as to why and reason out why they have taken certain decisions. And power is also transferred, not like the one in the monarchy, but based on the people's choice. History of democracy. About more than 300 years ago, monarchy was the norm in most of the countries in the world. So, all over the world, there were kings and queens who were ruling. People of many countries struggled for years to ensure that democratic system replaced monarchy from most of the countries. So, there were fights and struggle for removing monarchy and implementing democratic system. In case of India, there was a long drawn struggle to throw out the foreign rule. Once the foreign rule ended in India, it paved the way for democratic government. So after the removal of foreign rule, we were able to implement the democratic system. Now, what is universal adult franchise? In India, all the people who are 18 years and above can vote to choose their representatives through elections in a democracy. But earlier, only rich and influential people were allowed to vote. But then there was struggle and fight for the equality and the right for vote. So people who were 18 and above were given the right to vote, irrespective of their caste, creed, and financial status and gender. Earlier, women were not allowed to vote, but now even women were allowed to vote. Now also women can vote. Suffrage movement. What is suffrage movement? The word suffrage means right to vote. So it's not only in India that we struggled for right to vote, but all over the world it was done. All over Europe and USA, women and poor have had to fight for participation in government. Women's struggle to vote got strengthened during World War I. The movement is called women's suffrage movement, as the term suffrage usually means right to vote. So the word itself says right to vote. The suffragettes demanded the right to vote for all women, and to get their demands heard, they chained themselves to the railings on public places. So it was not simple, they had to fight really hard. They also did hunger strikes and they were arrested. In America, the women got the right to vote in 1920 and in the UK in 1928. So here you can see a picture, votes for women and give us the vote now. So these women, this is a photo from that era, and these women are the ones who are fighting for their right to vote. Now let's see your homework, children. You have to write, why do you think it is important for people to abide by the law? Why is it important? And the second one is, in your textbook on page number 34, you will have to look at the statements in the column on the left. Place the tick mark against the level you consider most appropriate. So you have to do this in your textbook, and this one you have to do in your notebook. We will meet again in the next class.